I built the ultimate portable Windows XP gaming rig. Look how cool it is and how small and portable. And it even has Winamp installed. Do you remember Winamp, guys? Yes, and I have a cool Alpine scale on it. I don't know how about you, but I really love portable and handheld gaming. Just the fact that you can take your games anywhere with you and you can play it anywhere and it's just not logged to your room, to your home setup, is just a fascinating experience for me. And I have a lot of handheld devices. I have an old Nintendo Switch, I have a Retroid Pocket 6, I have an Embernic RG4 or XXH, I have recently bought a Mayo Flip as well, I have a Steam Deck, so all of my bases are basically covered, except I don't have a portable old school gaming rig from the late 90s and early 2000s with a proper installed Windows XP with a Service Pack 3. And I had this old MSI Wind U100 netbook sitting in my closet for years, collecting dust. I haven't even booted up for probably, I don't know, 10 years. And I was thinking about that I could use this for a cool project to create a really like some kind of handheld or portable gaming system which I can take with me anywhere, and I can use it as a portable nostalgia machine if you wish. So in this video I'm going to tell you about everything about this project, what kind of hardware in this little nostalgia machine has, how the setup was, and how the gaming experience on this little device. And at the end of the video I'm going to show you if it's really portable, because I probably know what you're thinking, that how is this portable? This is not portable, this is not going to be a surprise. So let's get started. This project actually started in the back of a closet. This MSI Wind had been sitting in a box for a long time, gathering dust while the world moved onto OLED screens and teraflops. But as I was struggling to get a certain RPG made in 1999 to run on my Steam Deck, I looked at the box and thought, why am I fighting the software when I can just use the right hardware? So I brought it back to life with a few key upgrades. First, I tracked down a brand new extended battery. It gives the back a bit of a lift and ensures this thing can actually handle a long haul flight. I had an old 320GB HDD lying around, so I swapped the original 160GB HDD to it. Then I did something a bit ridiculous. I maxed out the RAM to 2GB. For a Windows XP system, that is a complete and utter overkill, but it ensures that the OS is snappy and the background tasks never touch my gaming performance. Not that any kind of Windows XP game need that much RAM, but anyway. And now let's talk about what's actually powering this white slab of nostalgia. At its core is the Intel Atom N270 processor, the chip that defined the netbook era. It's paired with a 10-inch matte LCD panel running at a native resolution of 124x600. While that sounds tiny today, for retro PC gaming it's a superpower. It means 800x600 titles fill almost the entire screen with perfect pixel density. Of course, with high resolutions you have going to have problems, but we are talking about old school games here. But what makes this is the ultimate portable setup is the sheer amount of I/O they managed to cram in here. We are talking a full VGA output for external monitors, so that you can even crank up the resolution, built-in Bluetooth for your vintage headsets, Wi-Fi, a 3.5 headphone jack, and even a webcam. Oh, and a LAN port as well if you want to take this bad boy on a LAN party. I have to say that the built-in speakers are crap, so a wired 3.5 earphones or Bluetooth headphones are a must. The typing experience on the keyboard is fine. I'm not a keyboard quality expert, but it's not loud, not clicky, so I love it. It's a completely self-contained ecosystem that fits in the palm of your hand, offering an authentic XP experience that no modern compatibility layer can truly replicate. The heart of this experience isn't just the hardware, it's the ritual. Before a game even starts, you open a Winamp. Do you remember that? Give the video a thumbs up if you used it back then. So, Winamp opens and you see that classic or your favorite skin. You load up a folder of MP3s, no streaming, no subscriptions, just files you actually own. There's something meditative about watching the equalizer dance in the corner of your eye while you prepare for the battle. On this MSI Wind, Winamp isn't just a music player, it's a soundtrack to your productivity and your play. It takes up a tiny sliver of RAM, leaving the rest of this Intel Atom processor ready for the main event. And now let's talk about gaming, as I built it mainly for that. While modern handhelds struggle with scaling or DirectDraw errors on classic titles, this machine works in its natural habitat. Imagine playing StarCraft on a plane ride. The 10-inch screen is the perfect portable size. And sure, we have a tiny touchpad, but for a generation raised on these, it feels like second nature. But of course, a small Bluetooth mouse can fit next to the netbook on the folding tray. With 320GB of HDD space, I loaded this thing with every game I loved in the 2000s. Warcraft 2, Fallout, Blood, Unreal Tournament, StarCraft, and the list goes on and on. It's a library that fits in a small backpack, and because it's running Windows XP natively, the compatibility is 100%. But the MSI Wind has a secret identity. In the world of the Steam Deck, we talked about docking, but this netbook was a dockable solution before the word was even a trend. Or on the sides, we have the holy trinity of 2000s connectivity. 3 USB ports, a headphone jack, and the legendary VGA output, and I have a HDMI converter for it so I can hook up to my modern monitor. When I get home to my neon lit setup, I don't have to stop. I plug in one of the VGA cable, connect my mechanical keyboard and the vintage optical mouse, and suddenly this handheld transforms into a full-blown desktop Battlestation. It's the best of both worlds, a distraction-free gaming rig at my desk and a nostalgic time machine on the go. And just look at it, the way the blue and the pink neon catches the white plastic. It shouldn't look this good in 2026, but it does. We spent so much time chasing the next big frame rate jump that we forgot how much fun it is just to have a device that does exactly what it was built for. This project wasn't about power, it was about the vibe. It's about the click of the keys, the glow of the Bliss wallpaper, and the freedom of the system that belongs entirely to you. No forced updates anymore, no launchers, just you and the experience. MSI Wind U100 might be a relic to some, but to me, it's the ultimate way to keep the spirit of 2000s gaming alive. It's my portable Battlestation, my Winamp machine, and my favorite way to travel back in time. Okay, now that you've seen the size comparison between a Steam Deck and this old school netbook, let's see how this device is really portable. I'm going to show you all of the accessories which I would like to take with me. So obviously, this is the netbook itself, a mouse because for games you need to use mouse because touchpad is okay, but for longer gaming session is not. And my trusty everyday carry Bluetooth headphone. And okay, to be very honest with you guys, I think I tested with Windows XP and I think it worked, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't take all the credit for it. But I think this works on Bluetooth because it has Bluetooth, and I think I managed to pair it, but at the moment I'm not sure. Okay, so let's see. And this is my smallest backpack, which I take with me when I just out and about. And this is what I use to take my handheld devices. So let's see how this netbook is going to fit in it. So let's close it. And I'm going to try to show you guys. Okay, it's in here. Let's place the mouse next to it and the Bluetooth headset. Voila! See? Perfectly fit. And even, I think it's not the best idea, but I can fit a small water bottle next to it or whatever, on a phone, a power bank, or not a power bank, is the actual charger, the power adapter for the device. Because, and with this setup, it's absolutely perfect. And I just can close it, and look, all of my 2000 nostalgia is portable here. I had to tell that just thinking about this back in the, let's say going back to 2001 when we used to do LAN parties. Do you guys remember LAN parties? Check out this video, I made a video about LAN parties. And when we carried our huge CRT monitors and the big, like the desktop PCs with us just to play video games on the LAN parties. And if I could have this device, I would love it just to go to my friend's house and alright, I just bought it. Let's play a quick StarCraft on LAN. It would be fantastic. So yes, I'm very happy that I found this opportunity to make this device playable again, and I was enjoying tinkering with it, setting up Windows XP, and just to experience those things which we experience with PC gaming back in the 2000s, that occasional crashes and just to find the driver, better driver, and just tinker with the settings to make the games work. But this is also part of the experience. I'm not saying that I'm really longing for these kind of experiences, because back in those days, Windows was a quite different experience than today. So yes, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, check out my free device portable handheld collection, where I talk about how I manage my handheld gaming systems and which one I take with myself if I'm out and about. So if you enjoyed this video, check out this next one, subscribe here, and I'm going to see you in the next Battle Quest video. Goodbye.